I have played Call of Dragons for more than 900 days, to be exact, 990 days, which means basically I played when every single hero and hero pair was coming out and was kinda new, right? Some of them, of course, I tried by myself. Some of them, my more powerful alliance members helped me to understand which ones was good and bad, right? So we are right now playing in season 3, and it would be appropriate for us to speak about top 5 hero pairs for season 3, which basically means that season 1, season 2, and season 3, all heroes will be counted in our top 5, right? Why top 5? We have marksman, we have cavalry, we have infantry, magic, and overall, right? It means that we're gonna speak about the best hero pair for every single troop type which we have in the game, right? So as always, let me start with the marksman because I believe, not I believe, right? I'm a marksman main. I played with marksmans as a marksman main from the day one, which means I have been maining this troop type for more than 900 days. So, in my opinion, while we can actually say that Kinara and Nico, the basic heroes, Nico got really better because right now we have HP bonus and March speed bonus instead of engineering. Also, we have Sindri and Freygar, we have Magrat Zaida, and we have Falgrim and Sibyl. This is the way these heroes came out. And I believe the best hero pair which you can build for archers is Magrat and Zaida, right? Magrat would be harder to get because Magrat is gettable from the strongest lords and Wheel of Destiny, and she has a like strange build path, which means that you don't even have to unlock the fourth skill. Just make first skill 5 levels, second and third, and then you can actually unlock the fourth skill because it's just a garrison skill and stronghold, which means it doesn't have an effect on the PvP open field. But in terms of Zaida, my advice would be to awaken Zaida. She will be amazing as awakened. I believe whenever I awaken Zaida, my merits increase to 5 to 10k. Like basically, that's the amount of like additional merits I was getting whenever I was playing with this hero, right? For the talents, of course, I'm running Magrat as a primary. I went for the precision talent tree. I really like Mighty Slash. Basically, 50% chance to trigger extra normal attack, and you actually want to have that, right? Because Magrat and Zaida is normal attack damage dealer in Call of Dragons. Here we are having Invisible for more normal attack damage, and we are going for the marksman half, but basically you can easily go for the yeah, you should always go for the bullseye because at some point I thought we had the PvP talent tree here, and Wailor is actually good in for the archers. So basically, this is my talents for Magrat and Zaida, which I have been using for a really long time, and this is the most merits I have been getting with this hero pair. Basically, on average, I'm already getting like 100k merits, especially if I have rates of remedy turned on, right? For the artifact, well, we have Gilded Crossbow, which I believe is the best artifact for archers in general, not only for this hero pair. Additional effect is amazing. HP bypass is always good for damage dealer hero pairs. Same for archers, same for mages, right? And yeah, and one more important thing about the Gilded Crossbow is that whenever you're gonna use the skill, March speed bonus is going to save your march a lot of times, especially when infantry or sometimes cavalry is going to catch you. You're gonna use this skill and you're gonna have 45-50% march speed bonus, so it will be easier for you to actually escape the danger, right? And yeah, I believe that's the best choice, and we are going to speak about the best choices right now for these hero pairs, right? For the warped section for this hero pair, yeah, the best choice is Shadow Manticore, right? A Shadow Manticore deals damage, and Shadow Manticore heals, right? And that's two things which we want to have on this hero pair, because healing is all we are doing for this March, right? Yeah, like I know making Barbarism 3-star is a long shot. I guess I spent like 6 months making it, but slowly work on this Warped because it will be amazing. Trust me, it's like a third hero actually when you have 3 stars on your main talent skill for your Warped, right? Yeah, you can run Sand Lizard when you don't have the Shadow Manticore's currencies because it's pretty expensive to build it. But we are speaking about the best choices, and for me, the best choice for Magrat and Zaida is actually Shadow Manticore, right? The most unique thing about Magrat and Zaida is the first skill, which means basically more units you are defeating in the battle, more heal you are getting, right? And plus, archers are having highest physical attack, and that's like perfect match made in heaven, right? So basically, for archers, we are having Magrat and Zaida as the best hero pair, even after Falgrim and Sibyl, and like in season 3. And this hero pair is G3, right? Hopefully, we're gonna get soon new archers, and let's see if they're gonna be better than Magrat and Zaida. Well, we can easily move on for example, infantry, right? We're gonna move to infantry, and here we are having some amazing news for a long time for infantry. We all knew that Goresh and Skogul was basically the best one, right? The best one. And it was true. Even after Dunfell and Mogro, Goresh and Skogul was the most used hero pair for the infantry players. But, well, finally, even Goresh and Skogul got something which is kind of better in terms of overall damage, overall survivability, and overall merits, right? Because Kuma and Lake 1 is the newest infantry heroes, especially Kuma, who has life drain, who has healing, and that's basically the reason why Kuma hero pairs are getting more merits, because we all know that healing also give us some merits in Call of Dragons. That's why every single PvP hero pair which has some kind of healing inside, they're gonna get more merits in total for a long time, right? And if you're gonna speak about not only healing and merits, they are really tanky. Kuma primary, if you want to go for the open field PvP build, you're gonna go for the Lake 1 if you are going to rally your enemies, and Lake 1 will be primary, right? There is another way running like Kuma and Goresh, Lake 1 and Goresh for rallies, for example, but I believe Kuma and Lake 1 is the best choice for infantry players, but it doesn't really mean that you should forget about Goresh and Skogul. Having Goresh and Skogul awakened and Kuma and Lake 1 awakened, I believe you are in an amazing spot, and trust me, you are going to get a lot of merits and you are going to make a lot of enemies mad about your strengths, because your infantry troops and hero pairs will be unkillable, right? So basically, for the artifact for this hero pair, we are going for the newest one. That's the perfect artifact for Kuma and Lake 1, Serpent's Edge, infantry unit attack, Legion defense. We are getting both stats. And what's the most important for this artifact is Blood Bite, right? For the next 15 seconds, Legion gains 30% HP and deals diffuse physical damage to 3 enemy legions. So AoE damage. Target gains slow, which is great, right? When gaining an HP buff via hero skill, the Legion gains attack percentage and defense for 10 seconds, maximum 5 stacks. So basically, additional effect is the perfect thing for the Kuma hero pair, because we are getting HP bonuses, right? Like Kuma and Lake 1 is basically HP bonuses, healing, and in like unit attack, right? So basically, you're gonna get a lot of merits by defeating enemies. You're gonna heal, that's also merits, and plus you are tanky because you are having life drain from the Kuma, right? And yeah, that's basically what makes this hero pair so strong, and in many cases, I believe stronger than Goresh and Skogul. So yeah, Serpent's Edge, remember, that's the perfect artifact for this hero pair, and if you want to know which infantry will be the best for a long time, this is the hero pair which is going to be the best one, right? And yeah, of course, we have to speak about the Warped, which will be for sure the Mosrock, right? Mosrock is the Warped for this hero pair. Let's go here. Let's yeah, Mosrock Orch. That's the war pet for the Kuma and Lake One, and basically what happens here, we are getting more HP stuff, and by getting more HP stuff, we are dealing more damage, which is nice, right? And Kuma and Lake One, and even with the Serpent's Edge, everything is the system is connected by the HP bonuses, healing and dealing damage to multiple targets. So that's like perfect choice for this hero pair, and hopefully it will be a good choice for you guys. And whenever you guys are taking my advices, I would be more than glad to know it in the comment section, right? Yeah, so we spoke about top one and top two. It's not really like top one doesn't really mean that it's a best one. It's just random numbers, right? So let's move on into the top three hero pair, and we're gonna go for the cavalry players, right? For the cavalry players, I think they are in a spot like archers. Still, I believe Urag and Tobin is the best hero pairs for cavalry players for PvP open field gameplay, right? And that's the way we are rating these heroes in general. Urag would be the primary if you want to deal damage, more damage because of the skill talent tree, and in general, Urag deals absolutely amazing amount of damage to multiple targets. So this is basically the best merit getter hero for the cavalry players, and if you want to have like at least one perfect hero which gonna deal a lot of damage, Urag should be the choice, right? If you want to go for the more tanky road, you are going for the Tobin with the tank talent tree in some cases. Plus, Tobin will be nice if you want to run rallies, and because of that, Awakening Urag and Tobin is a great choice, right? Yeah, we basically spoke about talents, and here we have another choices. For example, Lie Shanyan is great with the Garrison. So we have to mention Lia for the Garrison, and for the Neya, well, if you would like to run the camouflage gameplay, I believe Neya is a nice choice, but I would not say these two are better than Urag and Tobin, no way, right? For the artifact, if you are not really running multiple marches with the Cavs and you want to have like one good, yeah, Wolf Whole Horn, right? The artifact for the Urag and Tobin hero pair, which gonna give you a lot of damage and which gonna give you some tankiness. And this skill is basically deal damage to multiple targets, so you are going to destroy a couple of marches of archers and mage hero pairs because they are your number one targets, right? For the war pits, I believe there is a couple of choices still for the warpits for this hero, even like simple Golden Rook will work absolutely fine whenever, especially if you have running Urag as a primary, because more rage, more damage, right? Also, Blade Manticore is a great choice for like full damage, and even Auric Warhound, right? But I believe Golden Rook and Blade Manticore should be the choices, but depending on what type of warpits you have in terms of strengths, right? And yeah, like still here we got these hero pairs in G3, we got G4 Lia and Neya, but I believe still Urag and Tobin is the primary hero pairs for the cavalry gameplay if you are running for the merits, right? So it was basically like we ran top 1, top 2, top 3, and well, basically it's time for us to speak about top 4, and we're gonna go for the overall hero, right? For the overall heroes, it's not that really hard to understand which hero pair will be the number one choice here. Moose Young with the Thea. I know we are basically running mages, but we are basically running overall heroes, right? So top 4 will be Moose Young with Thea with Celestials. We are running Moose Young as a primary hero, and it will be perfect if we're gonna have Awakened Moose Young. Awakening Thea is not really mandatory, but having like 4, 5, 5 is nice. Because Thea is PvP hero, right? So Moose Young as a primary, running talent tree for the support. So basic idea of this hero player is basically to stay alive longer, heal a lot, and slowly gaining a lot of merits, right? These have been one of the best merit getter hero pairs. We are running Flock of Blessing, we are running Force Field, and I'm running here Army of Whaler, right? So yeah, these Moose Young and Thea have been the best mage hero pair for a while, which was pretty funny because they are overall heroes, right? They are not mages. But of course, we are running this hero pair with Celestials, and we have to mention that they are amazing in terms of getting merits. Yet again, because they have a lot of survivability and a lot of healing from the Moose Young. For the artifact, this is really, really important to know the correct artifact for this hero pair, and that's of course Visage of the Sanctus. Perfect artifact for this hero pair, flying unit defense, legion attack. Let's mention it again that we are using Celestials for this hero pair, right? This is the basically the perfect one for here. For the Warpits, there is two choices. If you're gonna run Sapphire Phage Rake, you're gonna deal more damage, and there is another choice which is basically the Seraphic Phage Rake, which gonna give you more survivability, like shield amplifiers, healing amplifiers, and some damage, right? For Sapphire Phage Rake, you are getting pure damage, which is also nice, right? So depending which kind of playstyle you want to run, you have these two choices, which are basically the best one for Moose Young and Thea, right? Also, if you don't have Visage of the Sanctus, you can easily go for the Fang of Ashkari, just pure defensive stats, in order for you to stay alive longer, right? So basically, that's the top 4 hero pair, which is funny. Like all the time, we knew that it was for mages, but I guess it's time for us to speak about top 5. And finally, we are going for the mage section, and we are not speaking about the overall heroes, right? So basically, the best mage hero pair is Youngmin and Gromara, right? Finally, we get the best mage hero pair, which is actually mage. It like yeah, you can see like Tohar, Thalia, Welin, Bertrand, the Thundalin. These hero pairs have been coming out in Call of Dragons, which have not been the perfect hero pairs for the mages, right? Finally, we got Yunmin, we got Gromara. Yunmin is the really, really interesting hero because we don't have a rage and we don't have an active skill. Every single skill for Yunmin is a passive skill, kinda same style as Zaida, right? And while Awakening Youngmin has a highest value, try to invest all of your legendary tokens because having this hero and hero pair in a high levels is kinda mandatory for mage players, right? Yunming would be the primary hero because we want to utilize the skill talent tree for this hero pair, so skill talent tree until the full end. Army of Valor should be a choice for PvP or even for magic talent tree until the half, right? But I believe having skill, but remember choosing rage skills is basically useless because you don't have a rage skill. Of course, you are having rage skills here, but yeah, depends if you want to utilize Gromara's rage skill more. Yeah, just run skill talent tree with rage, and Gromara will use those rage talents in order for her to run the random flash more frequently, right? For Gromara, we have Garrison skill, and yeah, the second skill is Garrison. That's why priority should always be Yunming to Awaken, right? For the artifact, for this hero pair, yeah, for sure, we are going for mages, and we are going to check Dragon's Fate, right? Magic unit attack, Legion attack, and what's the most important? Defiance of Heaven. Deals diffuse damage to 5 enemy legions. That's what's the most important, and we are getting damage deal bonus to 20%, and when launching a normal attack, Legion has 50% chance to deal magic damage the next time it deals hero skill damage. So basically, the ticking damage, right? You are throwing missiles, and this is the perfect artifact for the Yumin and Gromara. Basically, the exclusive artifact for that hero pair. And if you want to have the perfect hero pair for mages, yeah, there we go. Yunming, Gromara, Dragon's Fate, and the Warped will be the Flaming Manticore, right? Flaming Manticore is basically a different topic. This Warped is basically infantry destroyer. So yeah, that's the perfect Warped for this hero pair. Of course, you can run Sapphire Phage Rake too, but yeah, we want to have best ones, and Flaming Manticore is actually best one for Yun Ming and for Gromara, right? So yeah, I think these are the best hero pairs for the season 3. Of course, I'm waiting for your ideas and your comments in comment section. And as always, if you like the video, press like, subscribe, share. It always gives me more and more motivation to make more content for this game. I wish everybody an amazing day, morning, and night. We are going to see each other really, really soon. Bye bye and good luck.